Okay, this is just a short screencast to show how to allow students to take an online test with the iPad mini and using some kind of media. So for American Sign Language, I want to use a video, but you could insert an audio file instead for other language classes, for example. So using the iPad mini, the app I'm going to use is Side by Side. And when you tap on it, it shows two different windows at once. Now, I have this preloaded, but you could, for example, I have a bookmark down here to my web page, my faculty website, and you could have that. This is just my vocabulary section, and you could have them click on a link there, or under technology resources, for example. The test mechanism I have is QuizStar, and so that's accessible. But I've already got it preloaded on Side by Side this time, and this is the browser up here, an internet browser if they need to go to your website. And this left side will be the quiz on the video, and the right side is QuizStar, and you can make it large, and here's the student login page. Now, one thing I love about Side by Side, this S up here, you can make it a full page for a moment, and you can make the video full screen, or you can go back to two at a time. By the way, you can X out the ads here at the bottom if you didn't see them. But this can be adjusted to the left and right. Let me shrink the video again, which is really cool. And you can also, with the iPad mini, make 4 windows at most. So I've got my website there, and here, for example, under 6 weeks, I could pull up a PowerPoint for March 7th with instructions. And you can pull up any document. It has to be on the internet, but a Word file, anything. Now, the iPads can only do 2 windows, not 4. This is a neat feature with the iPad mini. But we're going to go back to just 2 for today. So again, it's really cool because this is a free app, and you can do both things at once. So I've created a fake student for this. So the username's Dr. Weiss. I have, of course, real students. My students have signed up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for the email for this pretend student. And it would say 0 untaken quizzes because I've done this already with it. Normally you'd find 2 untaken quizzes. Here's the foods test, and I'll say take and start. Now, of course, and then here I've set a time to 15 minutes for 10 questions. Of course, you can also do just written questions, which I've done successfully before. But with video clips, I'll show you in a minute trying to insert them into QuizStar. Right now, it's too slow, so this works well for me. But this particular video I made private, so it's signed into my username. And I set the video private so students only can access it when they're on the iPads, and it'll stay logged in. So I have all 10 questions viewable at the same time, and here's how it works. My students have really loved this. Instead of waiting and watching a big screen for everyone to work together, they can go at their own pace and get ahead. And I'll show a neat feature that only the iPad will allow, the iPad mini also, that they normally could never do in class after. So here's the video, and should run just as fast as a regular YouTube channel video. So again, it says ASL2, and this is a foods test, and you see their options there. You can do full sentences. It's just a simple one, and the answer is bread, and it'd be correct. Now what I'll do is, and that one is bacon. Now I'm just going to pause it, and see they could rewind anytime they need it. But I'll go through and just pick some random ones, missing a few as well. Let's see, let's change that to sour. Grapes. So I'm just going to pick some correct and some wrong. And I think we'll do one more. There we go. And then we're done with the test. And when you're done, you say next page. And then it wants you to double check your answers. They're not written, so I don't need to redo them anyway. Here's my ending. I got 30 out of 100, so that means I did not do well. But the cool thing that's new, instead of just leaving knowing I did badly and not knowing what to do, before I log out, I could click review this quiz. you can allow this or not. But I love this feature. The students can leave seeing what they missed and go back and play it again. And so I often have them come up and say, can I retake it right now? I'll get 100 now. I know it now. Which is great, but no, they need to go do another tutorial or do some kind of remediation, which I let them do online too before they do a retake. But again, they're leaving now. They have these memorized, and I guarantee you they don't forget them next time because they saw it right away. It's happened so far. So I've been real excited about this because now I'll show you what I tried last year, and if any of you have I had this work with QuizStar before. By the way, with side by side, you could also do notes, and you can do up and down too. So here's 3 windows showing. Anyway, I just love this. But with just QuizStar, you can go back, and it'll show a neat bar chart too of results when you're the teacher. But what you can do on here is, I did have one other test from last year. I'll show you here where I had students, of course, they did a lot of written ones, but this is a signed one. This is if you're trying to embed the video into the QuizStar sign. And so, unfortunately, I don't think it's even going to come up while we're here. Nope. So that's one of the obvious big problems, that it's not even coming up. But if I go back and see again, you can see there were sentences like, here we are, the temperature was hot, the body used up a lot of calories. But the video is not even playing. When it does, it's slow. So that was inserting different clips. So again, what you just saw, the option instead was to use a YouTube video, and it works wonderfully. And here's it in full screen. So this is just the side-by-side app. And one more time, it is free. And when the commercials come on the end, you just X them out. And if anybody else finds a great way to embed videos and have them show up fast, that's great, because then you can have the questions random order. But again, having this video private and then having maybe a form A and B makes it easy. So that's it. And let me know if you find another way. That'd be great. But for now, this is really working. We don't have to worry about it being choppy or slow because YouTube is usually a great speed at school.